Welcome back. Today we're diving into a true classic, Asterix and the Cauldron. It's an incredible story about honor, friendship, and, well, a very suspicious pot of money.
And that's really the big question here. Our story, as always, takes place in that one tiny village of indomitable Gauls, the last spot on the map holding out against the Roman Empire.
You know the scene by now. Life there is just this glorious, chaotic mix of feasting on wild boar, arguing over fish, and of course, bashing the occasional Roman legionary. And overseeing all of it is their proud, if slightly overweight, Chief Vitalstatistix. But that everyday chaos is about to get a major shakeup. A neighboring chief arrives, and he's not just bringing greetings, he's bringing a problem, a very heavy one. And hey, if you love these kinds of deep dives into classic stories, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. So, say hello to Chief Whosemoralsarelastix. Yeah, the name says it all. He's the leader of a nearby village, and he's pretty infamous for his, let's call them, flexible morals. He's got a reputation for being a little too friendly with the Romans, especially when there's a profit to be made. He shows up begging for a huge favor. He needs Chief Vitalstatistix to hide a cauldron that is absolutely brimming with Roman coins, sestertii. And the reason he gives? He claims he needs to keep it safe from Julius Caesar's greedy tax collectors. Well, with a big, dramatic speech, Chief Vitalstatistix agrees. He declares that the cauldron, and by extension the village's honor, will be protected by their very best warrior. The whole thing lands squarely on the shoulders of our hero, Asterix. After all, what's better security than a Gaul's word of honor?
So Asterix, being the guy he is, takes this job incredibly seriously. He gets the cauldron into his hut and decides to stand guard over it all night himself. For him, it's not really about the money, it's about his village's integrity.
But when the sun comes up, disaster! Asterix wakes up to find his hut has been completely torn apart. There's a hole ripped through the back wall, and the cauldron, it's just gone. The only thing the thief left behind, the faint but very specific smell of onion soup hanging in the air.
The alarm goes up, and the whole village just explodes into chaos. The money's gone, sure, but way worse than that. Their sacred honor has been stolen from right under Asterix's nose.
Now here's the thing. According to the ancient ironclad laws of the Gauls, if you're guarding something, you are 100% responsible for it. No excuses, no second chances. The failure, and all the shame that comes with it, is on Asterix, and Asterix alone.
Bound by this unbreakable tradition, Chief Vitalstatistix has to make a devastating call. He delivers a sentence that just shocks everyone. Asterix is banished. He's cast out, an exile from his own home. And just like that, for the first time ever, Asterix is an outcast. He's no longer the village hero. He has to leave, with only his loyal friend Obelix sticking by his side. There's only one way he can ever come back. He has to earn enough money to refill that cauldron to the very top.
So their quest for cash leads them to the big Roman city of Condatum. They're determined to become businessmen, but they find out pretty quick that their unique Gaulish skills don't really work in the modern economy.
Oh, they try everything. They try selling Obelix's wild boars, they try to become stage actors, they even sign up as gladiators and try to get into chariot racing. And every single attempt ends in total, hilarious chaos and with even less money than they started with.
Right in the middle of this bustling Roman city, they learn a very important lesson. They are way, way better at fighting than they are at finance. I mean, their big gladiator debut was so boring it literally put the entire arena to sleep. Then there was their avant-garde play, which was so weird it got them arrested for treason. They break out of jail, of course, but then their surefire bet at the chariot races is a complete bust. Every single thing they try fails spectacularly. You know, if you're enjoying watching their terrible luck, this is a great time to hit that like button and let us know.
Okay, so they're defeated, they're broke, and they're totally out of ideas. So they decide to just fall back on what they know how to do best. Find a Roman tax collector and liberate his funds. It's not exactly earning it, but hey, you do what you gotta do.
So they set up a classic ambush in the forest. And after a very weird moment where they try to fill out the proper forms, because apparently even Gaulish highwaymen have procedures, the whole thing erupts into a massive brawl. It's really the perfect reminder of where their real talents are.
And this right here, this is the moment everything changes. Asterix is triumphantly pouring the tax money into his empty cauldron when he just freezes. He picks up a handful of the Roman coins, brings them to his nose, And he smells something familiar.
Obelix, of course, is totally confused. He famously says, "But money has no smell." But Asterix knows what he's smelling. These coins, every last one of them, have the unmistakable, damning scent of onion soup, the exact same smell from his hut.
And just like that, the entire scheme clicks into place. Whosemoralsarelastix never wanted the money hidden. He filled the cauldron with his own tribe's tax money, arranged for a friend to steal it back, and planned to let the Romans collect it from him. It's a genius, two-faced plan to make himself look good to Rome, while making Asterix's village look like thieves.
So Asterix races to the trader's village on the cliffs and confronts him right as he's about to hand the money over. And in this final, incredible act of defiance, Asterix basically says, a Gaul's honor isn't for sale. Instead of keeping the money to refill his cauldron, he restores his honor his own way, by chucking the whole pot of coins right off the cliff and into the sea. And in a perfect twist of fate, who happens to be sailing right below them? Yep, none other than the infamous pirate crew. For the first time in their entire miserable career, the cauldron and all that treasure lands right on their deck. They are absolutely thrilled to finally be in the wrong place at exactly the right time.
With the truth finally out and his name cleared, Asterix's banishment is over. He comes home not with a cauldron full of gold, but with something so much more valuable, his honor, completely restored. And so, peace returns to the village in the only way it knows how, with a massive celebratory feast under the stars. We really hope you enjoyed this story, and we would be honored if you'd like and subscribe for more adventures.
And that just leaves us with one final thought. Asterix didn't end his quest with any profit. Instead, he got back something priceless. He chose his integrity over the money, which really makes you wonder, what's the real value of honor?